Hello students, good evening. Okay, just 1 minute we will wait. Then we will start with the class. We will see other students will join or not. Okay, so in the last class we have started with electric charges and the fields question answers and start madidvi. I hope you all are sitting with the book so that whatever the questions are there we can solve it. Aita? So try to avoid using the calculators so that it will be practice for you. Okay. So last class, I think some 2-3 questions we have discussed. Yes. Then I'll start with the today's class and I'll start with the questions of today's class. Just a minute, I'll just display the question. So this question we have discussed in the last class, that is here the answer we got, that is the C option we got here. So now we will go for the next question. So last class some randomly questions anna tagondidvi. So today also same. So some simple examples, some complicated examples, so that even you can try along with me. Okay, so our today's question is the first question for today's class, that is, suppose the charge of a proton and an electron differs slightly. One of them is minus E, the other is E plus delta E. If the net of electrostatic force and the gravitational force between two hydrogen atoms placed at a distance d, which is much greater than atomic size, apart is 0, then delta E is of the order of. So question ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Suppose the charge of a proton and electron. So ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ proton ಇದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ electron ಇದೆ. The charge of proton is minus E, the charge of electron is E plus delta E. Right? If the net electrostatic force and the gravitational force between the two hydrogen atoms placed at a distance d apart is 0, andre whatever the hydrogen atom is there, here it is placed at the distance of what, that is d, they are placed at the distance of d, then what is the value of delta E they are asking. So not exactly the value of delta E, the order of the delta E. Andre 10 to the power ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. I hope the question is clear to you. So here they are specifying the two forces. One is the electrostatic force and the other one is the gravitational force. Yes. So let us solve this one. Here what is the charge they have given? The charge is, one is minus E and the other one is E plus delta E. Howda? So we know that a hydrogen atom, so this I'll clear. Okay. So we know that the hydrogen atom consists of electron and proton both. Howda? So electron will be there and the proton is also there. Therefore, the charge on hydrogen atom is given by, charge on the hydrogen atom is given by charge of electron plus charge of proton. I hope you are understanding. So charge of electron ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, the charge of electron is, it is E plus delta E. Next, plus charge of proton is how much? Charge of proton is, from the question it is minus E. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So plus into minus ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, minus ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this minus E plus E will get cancelled. The total charge on the hydrogen atom is how much? Delta E. If ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, you can ask me to repeat it. I hope you are understanding. So the first we require the total charge of the hydrogen, and the total charge of the hydrogen, it is the charge of electron plus charge of proton. So take it, whatever the value is given. Then next, the electrostatic force is given by, so in the question itself they have given that there are two forces are acting. The electrostatic force, I'll write it as Fe. It is given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught delta E whole square divided by d square. Delta E whole square divided by d square. Yes. Then next, the gravitational force is given by, the gravitational force is given by, it is G m of hydrogen, again one more is also hydrogen, divided by d square. Yes, so this mh can be written as G mh square. Andre mass of hydrogen atom, it is mh square upon d square. So this is my equation 1, this is my equation 2. So what they are saying here, since the net force on the system is 0, since the net force on the system is 0, what I can do, I can equate these two equations. I can equate these two equations. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ equation 1 ಇದೆ, equation 2 ಇದೆ. ಅವರು ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ question ಅಲ್ಲಿ delta E value ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So can you simplify and tell me what is the answer for delta E? Yes. Understanding students, please reply if you are not understanding. So here in the question it is given that the net of electrostatic force and the gravitational force between the two hydrogen atom placed at a distance d apart is 0. So electrostatic force andaga 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 into q2 upon d square anta barutte. So q1 q2 charge ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ total charge of the hydrogen atom first ನಾವು calculate ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ, it is delta E. ಹೌದಾ? So it becomes delta E square. ಕಡೆಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, the gravitational force is given by, first year ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, it is g m1 into m2 upon r square. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ d ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ d square ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಡೆಗೆ ಏನಿದು, that is hydrogen atom ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ the mass is mh and mh. So it will be mh square. As the force is 0, the net force is 0, we can equate these two equations. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So ಇದೆರಡು equations ಅನ್ನ equate ಮಾಡಿ go for delta E calculation. So ನೀವು delta E calculation ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, you require the value of G. So can anyone tell me what is the value of G? Yes. What is the value of capital G? Gravitation lesson, first year. Yes. Speak up, girls. I think all our girls are only there. Yes, what is the value of capital G? First year al kaltidiralla, what is the value? Apeksha. Yes, Jyoti. Manju, Manya, Komal, Netravati, Priyanka, Radhika, Sahana, Satya, Priya. ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕಲ್ತದೆಲ್ಲ ಮರ್ತು ಬಿಟ್ರಾ ಹೇಗೆ? Okay, somebody has written in the chat box. Okay. 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. Yes, correct. Okay. So Priyanka and Komal is replied. Okay, okay. So you can substitute the value. So simplify ಮಾಡಿ, substitute ಮಾಡಿ, you will get the answer in 10 to the power ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. ಅದೇನ್ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು 10 to the power ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. Whether it is 10 raised to minus 23, minus 37, minus 47, minus 20. So this first step I'll erase. I hope you people have copied this. So simplification, I hope everybody is doing. Yes, so that is, it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught delta E square upon d square is equal to G mh square. Okay, somebody replied in the chat box. D square. So D square will get cancelled on both the sides. Yes. Okay. So delta E ಮಾತ್ರ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So delta E square is equal to, so D square cancel ಆಯ್ತಾ. It is G mh square into 4 pi epsilon naught into ಮತ್ತೇನ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ G value is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. Next, mh. So mass of hydrogen is nothing but what? Mass of the proton. It is 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27. mh square anta ide. So therefore it will be square 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27 square into 4 pi epsilon naught value. So ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ? We know 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9. ಹೌದಾ? ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 pi epsilon naught ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So it will be 1 divided by 9 into 10 raised to 9. Yes. So minus 27 square, then minus 11, then minus 9 plus 9 ಇದೆ, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ minus 9 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So check answer ನಿಮಗೆ B ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. 10 raised to minus 37. Yes students, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಚೆಕ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ. Yes, nobody wants to repeat. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ. Yes, option B. One second, I'll check. Voice is not clear. I hope now it is clearly audible, Komal. Okay, Manju got the answer. That is option B. Anybody else? So I hope everybody will get the answer. Option B barbeku. Check ಮಾಡಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ. If solution is clear, I'll go for the next question. Yes, yes. So if you reply fast, then we can go little more questions. So next question, you can see this. This question I asked firstly, just check. Two identical charged spheres suspended from a common point by two massless strings of length L are initially at distance Just check this question is solved in last class or ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Yes, Apeksha, we solved this. Komal, Jyoti, no, or yes. Solved, okay, okay. Then we will go for the next question. This also we have covered in the last class. So the next question is, when air is replaced by a dielectric medium of constant K, the maximum force of attraction between two charges separated by a distance. Yes, so what they are saying here, that is the maximum force of attraction between the two charges. So ಎರಡು charge ಇದೆ, they are separated by some distance ಆಯ್ತಾ, and the air is placed by a dielectric medium of constant K. So you have the dielectric medium in between. ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ, what happens to the force? It increases by K times, remains unchanged, decreases K times, increases K to the power of minus 1 times. Yes. So what happens to the force when between the charges you are placing some dielectric medium? So it is option C, students, that is it is decreases K times. It is decreases by K times. So you can take the answer directly here. That is option C is the correct option. Okay, I hope it is clear. So when you introduce something in between the charges, the force of attraction or repulsion between them, it will decreases by the factor of K. So K is the dielectric constant anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ. Let us go for the next question. Okay, our next question is, a charge Q is placed at the center of the line joining two equal charges, capital Q. The system of the three charges will be in equilibrium if Q is equal to. Yes. So here you have a charge which is placed at the center of the line joining. So according to the question, just first draw the diagram. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So now we learn ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. We are just taking the charge Q is placed at the center. So I'll name this as AB. And you have the two equal charges at the AB. The system of three charges will be in equilibrium if Q is equal to. Antandre Q value estidaga, the Q value, how much it should be, so that the system is in equilibrium. The system is in equilibrium. So what is the value of Q in terms of capital Q? You need to simplify this one. Okay. So how we are going to understand this? That is, yes. So see solution. First diagram. That is, we have the charge Q at the center. Small q charge is placed. Yes. Then next, so when you are saying for equilibrium, the net force on the charge Q must be 0. So whatever the net charge is acting, so this total distance between the two charges, I'll take it as R. So when you are saying it is in equilibrium, then the net force acting on the system must be 0. So system ಮೇಲೆ external force ಏನು act ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the system should be in the equilibrium condition. Okay. So now let us write the charges which you have and the force between them. So first I'll take these two charges. ಯಾವ್ದು? That is this capital Q and the capital Q. Write the Coulomb's law for that. It is given by 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q into Q square upon the distances R square. Okay. Then next plus 1/4 pi epsilon naught then it is Q into Q divided by. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ the Q, small q ಏನಿದೆ, it is at the center ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. So center ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ it is at the equal distance from both the charges. Correct? It is equal distance from both the charges. So what is the distance now? What is the distance between this Q and Q? Can anyone tell me? ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So total distance between capital Q, it is R. Small q ಮತ್ತೆ capital Q the distance ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It is, yes girls, speak. Yes, what is the distance? Question ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ. So see, suppose the total distance is 10 centimeter, exactly at the center ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂದು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಏನಾದರೂ object ಇದ್ದಾಗ, so what will be the distance? Question I should repeat. See what they are saying, a charge small q is placed at the center of the line joining the two equal charges. So you have two equal charges placed along this straight line, and at the center you have the small q charge. So I'll assume that the total distance between these charges, it is small r. So I am asking you, what is this distance? So is it r by 2? Yes.
Q plus R, RQ, R by 2.
Yes, it is r by 2. Correct. So now it is r by 2. See, this is one part of the question. Second part ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು, the system of the three charges will be in equilibrium. So ಅದು equilibrium ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, but what is the value of your charge ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So equilibrium ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, external force on the body must be 0. External force on the body must be 0. Okay. So ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ Q, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ Q ಮತ್ತೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೂಲಂಬ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q square by R square plus 1/4 pi epsilon naught between these two charges. ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನು ಡಿಫರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Distance is R by 2 whole square. What is the net force? It is 0. So students, let us equate this equation and simplify it for the small q value. Okay. So in both the terms, what is common? 1/4 pi epsilon naught is common. So 1/4 pi epsilon naught into 0, it is 0. ಉಳಿತಪ್ಪ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, that is q square upon r square plus ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ r by 2 whole square ಇದೆ. So 2 square ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So I'll take it as 4 q into q divided by r square. I hope it is clear. So r by 2 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇದೆ. So r square by 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 4 ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. So this is nothing but it is equal to 0. 1/4 pi epsilon naught ಕಾಮನ್ ಬಂದು ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋದಾಗ it will be 0. Yes. So now what is LCM? LCM is r square here. So yeah, r square, if you transfer, that will also get cancelled. So finally what we are left with, q square plus 4q into q is equal to 0. Yes. We require small q. We require small q. So let us see what happens to your small q now. Can anyone tell me? ನೀವೇ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿ, ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ q ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So I leave it on you. Simplify. Very simple. This q by 4. Yes. Very good, Priyanka. It is right. So it is option A. Yes, it is option A. So it is minus q by 4. Okay, minus q by 4 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, not plus q by 4. So options ಅಲ್ಲಿ plus minus ಎರಡು ಇದ್ದಾಗ you have to be very sure with the answer. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It is option A, minus q by 4. I hope everybody understood the solution. I hope everybody is solving it. Yes. So if anybody is interested, you can on your camera and keep, so that I can see you are solving or you are just sitting. Okay. Shall I go for the next question? I'll clear this. Okay. So I'll go for the next question now. Okay. Yes, the next question is, Yes. Point charge plus 4q minus q and plus 4q are kept on the x-axis, are kept on the x-axis at point x is equal to 0, comma x is equal to a and x is equal to 2a respectively. Then, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, you have the 3 point charges. One is plus 4q, one is plus minus q, one more is plus 4q. They are kept on the x-axis at a point x is equal to 0, x is equal to a, x is equal to 2a respectively. Then what are the options? Only minus q is in a stable equilibrium. All the charges are in stable equilibrium. All of the charges are in unstable equilibrium. None of the charges is in equilibrium. Yes. Yes. From theory based on the theory, you can answer this one directly. So you have the 3 charges which are lying on the x-axis at the points. So it is a graphical question. So you can imagine the graph here. So this is x is equal to 0. This is a. Suppose this is 2a. At a you have plus 4q. At a you have minus q. And at 2a you have plus 4q. Guess ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. If you don't know also, you can at least guess a, b, c, d. We will see whose guess is correct. Yes. Interact, students. Please guess what you feel the answer. Okay, Shweta is feeling B. Jyoti is also feeling it is B. Yes, others. Remaining 10 students, what you are feeling? Mane is saying A. Netravati B. Okay. Again. Yes. It is option C. So C is the correct answer here. So why, you can take the reason there. So ನೀವಲ್ಲಿ reason ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಯಾಕಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, here you can, I'll write it. That is the net force on each of the charge due to the other charges is 0. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, due to each other charge, due to the each other charge, here whatever the net force is acting, that is 0. Why? Because here one charge is at 0 and one more is at a, one more is at 2a. So therefore the net charge ನೀವು calculate ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, it is 0. However, the disturbances in any direction other than along the line on which the charges lie will not make the charge to return. Anta andre, so here ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, all the charges are lying on the same line, so there is no chance for the charge to return back to the whatever the again the initial position is there. So therefore all of the charges are in unstable, stable illa adu, but it is in the unstable equilibrium anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So it is option C. Okay, option C is the correct option here. Yes, see the 9th question and just confirm whether we have solved this in the last class or no. Maybe no, I think so. If it is no, then we can solve it. Okay, so the next question is, it's solve madidre, you can tell me in the chat box. Illa alla, okay, okay. An electron falls from rest through a vertical distance h in a uniform and vertically upward directed electric field E. The direction of the electric field is now reversed. Okay, so enen kottidare, we will write it. First I'll read the question. Keeping its magnitude the same, a proton is allowed to fall from rest in it through the same vertical distance h. The time of fall of the electron in comparison to the time of fall of the proton is. So here they are asking you the time of fall of the electron to the time of fall of the proton. Anta andre, It is smaller, it is 5 times greater, it is 10 times greater, ಅಥವಾ equal ಅಂತ. So question ಅನ್ನ 3 parts ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ನಾವೀಗ. An electron falls from rest. So the electron is there, it is falling from the rest and the initial velocity 0 ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And it is falling from the rest of the height of h in the uniform electric field of E. Yes. So now the direction of the electric field is reversed and allowed to fall from rest in it through the same vertical distance. So ನಾವೀಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಫಾಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಹೈಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಚ್. ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ or for electron is greater. Comparison. Question artha aita? So you have the electron here, you have the proton here. Both are falling from the same height. Initially, both are at the rest. But for electron, the electric field direction one directional idre. For the proton, it is in the reverse direction. Our in question al kelta idare nimge the time of fall of electron in comparison. The time of fall of electron in comparison to the time of fall of proton. So I hope the question is clear to you to explain you the solution. Yes, I'll go for the solution part now. Question artha aaytu anta ankoltini. So the solution is see here. Okay, so we can say it directly also, we can say it based on the proof also. So first ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ proof ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಅಂತ, ಕಡೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. Okay, here I require time. ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾನು ಯಾವ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇಂದ ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ, I'll go for s is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, so ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ and the height is h ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, so plus it is half at square. So what is my equation? h is equal to 1 by 2 at square. But ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ಮಾಸ್. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, we know mass of the electron and we know the mass of the proton. ಹೌದಾ? So mass of electron ಮತ್ತೆ mass of proton. I can write it as me mp. ನನಗೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್? ಎನಿಬಡಿ ನೋಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ? ಸೊ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. And the mass of proton is, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. It is mass of electron and mass of proton. Okay. So now I know the mass value. So if I understand what is the relation between time and mass, I can say which object is coming fast and which object is coming slow. So nanu mass relation find out ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. So h is equal to half at square. ಈ formula na use ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. In this formula, I'll take 1 by 2 a value, acceleration. So acceleration is written as force upon mass into t square according to Newton. Then 1 upon 2. Force according to electric field intensity formula, it is E into Q upon M into T square. Yes, now H is equal to 1 by 2 EQ upon M into T square. So now you see H, proton ಮತ್ತೆ electron ಎರಡು same height ಇಂದ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So H value is same for both. Next, electric field intensity, magnitude ಎರಡದ್ದು same ಇದೆ. They have not given the value, but they are saying it is same but reverse direction. Charge, if you see the charge of electron and proton, it is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. How the, so all the values are same here. So therefore, can I write it like this? T square is proportional to M and T is proportional to under root of M. T is proportional to under root of M. So ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, you can ask me this. Repeat ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Yes. So if you don't reply in 30 seconds, I'll understand that you understood. So I'll go for the next step, students. Okay, I hope you are understanding. ನನಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾಸ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ s is equal to ut plus half at square. ಸೊ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ our equation is h is equal to 0 plus half at square. ಸೊ ಇದೇನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ ನನಗೆ ಮಾಸ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ. ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ is equal to force by m into t square. Therefore 1 by 2 force is written as e into q by m into t square. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನಿಕ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಕೇವಲ ಮಾಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ವೇರಿ ಇದೆ. therefore t is proportional to under root of m. Yes, so what is the conclusion now? Now the conclusion is, as electron has the smaller mass, as electron is having smaller mass, so it will take less time. So it will take less time. That is our option A is correct here. So as I proved that your time is directly proportional to under root of m, which means that namge il mass nan il bardidini, mass of proton matte mass of electron adu. As the mass of electron is having smaller, it will take the less time. So option A is correct here. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ನಾವು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ದೇನು ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ರಿಪೀಟ್ or next question? Yes, one more question we will see. Okay. Yes. So I'll go for the next question now. Yes, Shweta, here what they are saying, proton and electron are falling from the same height. Proton and electron are falling from the same height. Initially both are at rest andaga initial velocity 0 agutte and the height is h, ಎರಡು h height ಇಂದ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, so proton ಮತ್ತೆ electron ಅಲ್ಲಿ which will reach the earth first ಅಥವಾ which will take the less time ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರದ್ದು ಮಾಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಲೆಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಬೈ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್, which is having the smaller value of mass, that is the electron is having the smaller value of mass, therefore it will take the smaller time in comparison with the proton. Okay. Next question, students. So it is a theory question, I think. This one we will solve in the next class. It's solution don't be the next class al madana. So I think this question we have solved, if I am not wrong. Yes. This we have solved. Next. So the next question is, okay, so our next question is, the given figure gives electric lines of force due to two charges q1 and q2. What are the signs of the two charges? Okay, so options are q1 is positive, q2 is negative, q1 is negative, q2 is positive, both are negative, both are positive. So see, ನೀವಿಲ್ಲಿ q1 ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, ಸೊ q1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇದೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್, if it is a positive charge, it will start from the positive charge, end at the infinity. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If it is a negative charge, it will start from infinity and end at the charge. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ನೀವಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೇಚರ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ q1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, q1 ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ the electric field is coming towards it. So if it is coming towards it, it means it is negative. Howda? Next, if you see the Q2 charge allu same ಇದೆ. So is it option? Yes, very good. That is option C. So Shweta, Priyanka, Manya. Yes. So other students understood? ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? So ಎರಡು ಫಿಗರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ Q1 ಮತ್ತೆ Q2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? The charges are coming and terminating at that point. Therefore, option C, both are a negative charges here. Then the next question. So we will take this question. That is, a point Q lies on the perpendicular bisector of an electrical dipole of dipole moment P. If the distance of Q from the dipole is R, then the electric field at Q is proportional to. So electric field ಎದಕ್ಕೆ proportional ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. So I'll write the question, means the meaning here. Electric field is proportional to what? See, a point Q lies perpendicular to the bisector of an electrical dipole. So this is my electrical dipole. This is plus Q. This is minus Q. At the bisector means ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. I have the charge Q here. ಹೌದಾ? If the distance of Q from the dipole is R, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ distance ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು? R ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Then the electric field at Q is given by. So in short, the electric field due to the dipole equatorial derivation, it is 1/4 pi epsilon naught P divided by, it is R cube. Okay, actually a denominator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ girls? That is, it is R square plus A square to the power of 3/2 ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? R is much greater than A ಅಂದಾಗ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇವಲ R cube ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದಾ? Yes. So now options ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, it is P square and R to the power -3, P R raised to -2, P raised to -1, R raised to -2, then P R raised to -3. This A, B, C, D. Yes. It is option D. Yes, students, understood everyone? Understanding? It is option D. You will note here you can see that your E is proportional to P and your E is inversely proportional to R raised to 3. Andre R raised to -3 agutte. So option D is the correct option. Is it clear? So last class, any homework we have given? Yes, last class any homework ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಾ? Yes or no? Nothing. Okay. Then you can take this question. ನೀವು ಇದು question and copy down ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. This is your homework. So Wednesday I will ask you this question. Answer. Yes, you just use your ideas. Don't ask your friends. Don't see here and there. So you can copy down this question. Okay. You can copy down this question and you can leave the session. We will continue on the Wednesday. Wednesday I have the class. So copy down this first. Then you can leave. Okay, girls? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So you can copy down this.